guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another one of my decluttering series. This time I am decluttering my makeup collection. Now, I have never decluttered my makeup at all. I only just keep adding and adding and adding and adding to it. So I thought it was about time that I declutter it because it just kept going and growing. So some of this makeup I've actually had for 5 years. So like the collection I have been collecting for 5-6 years almost. Like, that's how old some of this stuff is, since I was in high school. So yeah, I don't chuck out a lot of makeup. I do chuck out some, but not a lot. So this time I plan on chucking a lot, or some of it. I'm not bragging at all. I have brought all of my makeup. I've had a few things gifted to me, like a few palettes, but the majority of my makeup I have brought myself. I save and save and save and save, and I buy myself. Like, I still live at home, so, and I don't pay rent or board or anything like that. I don't pay for anything really. So what money I get from work, I save it and put it towards like new camera like they have, or more makeup. So I'm not bragging or anything. I just wanted to declutter my makeup collection, and I thought, why not film it for you guys to see? And yeah, so let's get straight into my decluttering video of my makeup, and yeah, let's go. Okay, so this is the top of my makeup storage. So what I keep up here, is my mirror. That goes there. And then I also keep all my brushes and everything. So my brushes are at the moment they're a work in progress, because these containers are no longer what I want. And I had 3 containers, like, all mix and match like this. So they are no longer what I want, like, because they made my brushes, let me see if I can show you. They made my brushes go all watery, and I had to tape some of them like this. So they got water damage. But what else I have up here? I have Nespresso pods up here. And these are the vintage ones. They might be out of stock now, but you never know. They're actually really good too. And then I have this bowl up here, which usually holds a Real Techniques beauty sponge, my beauty blender, tweezers, lip oils, and a kabuki brush. But the Real Techniques sponge, at the moment I have the one I just used today, I tossed because it got really old. And they're too hard to clean. I keep breaking them. And then I also just have some samples up here on the top here, and then nail files. Not exactly, this is not really this is not the aim of this video, is to show you everything, but I guess we're going to go there. Okay, so now we're going to get into the decluttering. Now, I'm really an organised person, so I've actually already organised this front section into what I want to give away, well, what I want to throw away. And that is this section. So I went through all of my liquid lipsticks and these Bite lipsticks and lip glosses, and I decided which ones I wanted to throw out, and that is all of these. Okay, so I'm going to be tossing or giving away. If I say tossing, it's giving away and stuff like that. So the ones I've got is this Inglot lip pencil, which I don't use. And then I've also got 4 Bite Beauty lip crayons, and they're all like the bright colours. I kept all the nude colours. And then I am also giving away these 3 lip glosses. Now, I have used this one. I've used this one once, never used this, so I will be giving this one away. I'm gonna just give them all to my friends and let them see, but I'm also getting rid of all of these Too Faced melt stick things. To me, they're just terrible and they don't go on properly. I don't like them at all, so I'm giving them away. And then these are all of the liquid lipsticks. Now, I've got a Savvy one. I don't like this, and I don't like this colour either, so it's too drying on the lips and it's just annoying. And then I've got this NYX Lingerie, way too drying for my lips, but someone else might like it. And then I've got, out of all of my Kat Von D lipsticks, I'm getting rid of these 3. I'd never really used them. I've only ever used them in the swatch video, so yeah. And then I'm getting rid of these 3 Colourpop ones. Yes, Colourpop is really new to me, but and that's why I'm really getting rid of 3 out of my whole collection. I'm only getting rid of these 3 because they all these 2 have similar colours. This one's glossy, so it's not really what I want, and I didn't buy the glossy one. I got given it as a gift. So yeah, out of everything else, like, I'm keeping all of these ones. Keeping these 3 lip glosses because they are my absolute favourite lip glosses and I don't really use lip gloss that much. I am going to get rid of this, though. It's just not something I like, and I don't know, it's not what I thought it was when I bought it. And I think I've only ever worn it once. I'm going to get rid of these NYX Butter Glosses because I don't reach for them. I reach for the Bite and the Too Faced ones more. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm actually going to give this to my mum. See if she wants it. I don't even... okay. It's just something I don't reach for, and it's really glossy, and I don't like glossy things. So, and I didn't actually buy it, which is lucky. I got it given as a gift, but I don't like it. Okay, and then I've got 3 Revlon lipsticks here. I've got a red, a nude, and a weird colour. I'm going to be keeping the red and the nude, but the Wine is Everything colour, which is a pearly colour, so I don't like pearly colours, so I'm going to get rid of that. So I'm going to keep those 2 Revlon lipsticks. Okay, now on to the MAC lipsticks. Now, this is a huge amount of MAC lipsticks, I know, but I had an obsession with them, and some of these I've had for quite a long time. Okay, so where to start? So I've got them in like colour order. I've got Myth. I'm going to keep Myth. Hue. I don't wear it. Never really have, so I'm going to give that one away. Creme de Nude. I'm going to keep that. I don't tend to grab for it, but I am going to keep it. I might come back to it and I might toss it. Pure Zen. I'm going to toss Creme de Nude. But Pure Zen I'm keeping. Cream Cup I'm keeping. Angel. I'm going to toss that one or give that one away because it's a frost and I don't tend to grab frosts and it's too much like Cream Cup. Blankety. Love Blankety. Keeping that one. Viva Glam 2. Obsessed with that. Keeping that one. Kinda Sexy. Keeping that one. I like it. I don't grab for it much anymore, but I do like it. Coral Bliss. I might just put that one aside. I might keep that one. I just swatched it. This is Pink Pearl Pop. It's like really pink in the thing, but it doesn't come out like, I'll swatch it for you over here. Like it doesn't come out like it does in the thing. So I'm going to toss that one. Then we've got Speed Dial. I am going to keep that. That actually was my first ever lipstick, so it might actually, I might just toss it because it is quite old. Maybe I'll think on it. Spirit is such a brown colour. I'm going to keep that though. Velvet Teddy, definitely keeping that. Shy Girl. Not a colour I seem to grab. I've only ever like really swatched it. So I'm going to toss that one. Mirth I'm keeping. Pink Plaid I'm keeping. Please Me I'm keeping. Chatterbox I'm keeping. Ravishing. I'm going to keep Ravishing and I'm going to chuck Coral Bliss. I'm going to keep speed dial now that I think about it. It is quite old. If I don't wear it in the next... actually, I am going to toss it. I'm being very harsh with myself. If I don't wear it, I'm not keeping it. Brave, I'm going to keep. Vegas Vault, I'm going to give away. I don't know about that one, which is the Miley Cyrus Viva Glam. I am going to keep this because it goes really well with Myth. I actually might keep them and put them together. I'm going to keep Snob. I'm going to keep Whirl. I'm going to swatch these two. Okay, so I'm going to keep in Passion. I'm going to toss the Miley Cyrus one. I've never really worn it, actually. It's Girl About Town. Oh, look at that. How the hell does that happen? Okay, so these last two, this one and this one, are retro mattes, and I don't like the retro matte feel. Like, they're very tuggy, and I have really dry lips. So I'm going to toss them. Morange, I'm keeping. Girl About Town, I'm going to keep. Candy Yum Yum, I'm going to toss, because it's like a colour I don't tend to wear. Okay, Lady Danger, I'm keeping. Russian Red, I'm keeping. Relentless Red, I'm keeping. Rebel, I'm keeping. Heroine, I'm going to toss, because it's a bright purple. I don't tend to wear them. Hang Up, I'm going to toss, because it's a cream sheen, and with it being such a dark colour, a cream sheen formula is not going to be a good formula for it. And we got Sin. We got Diva, Dark Side, and Sin. I'm going to keep all three of them. And look at that. I cut all of these MAC lipsticks out. So I'm going to move those two there. And look at this hand. Already. And we've just on the MAC lipsticks. Now we're onto the Maybelline ones. Those two colours look the same. I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to toss that one. Okay. I don't seem to be getting anything from that. Like, that was that swatch and that's hideous. So, we're going to toss the Inglot lipstick. I'm keeping all of my NARS lipsticks. They were just really expensive and I love them and they last forever. So I'm going to keep all of them. Okay, Centerfold I am tossing because it's too light. These are my Chi Chi lipsticks. I'm going, Hot Stuff I'm keeping. Shake That Body I'm going to toss or give away. Blonde Ambition is not a colour I wear, so I'm going to toss that one. I'm going to say toss, I'm tossing them onto my bed. Fashion Police. And Let's Get Busy. I'm going to keep Let's Get Busy because I tend to wear that more than Fashion Police. I'm going to keep Status because it's a nice orange. I'm going to toss Femme Feta. I don't know how to say that, but yep. I'm going to toss Let Me Tempt You. I'm going to keep the two reds. And I've got these two left. I'm going to toss Hollywood Wannabe because I have a purple colour in the Dose of Colours lipsticks, liquid lipsticks. And I don't need two colours similar to that. And then this is Concrete Femma. And I'm going to toss that because... So I'm going to move my Revlon lipsticks up to here and push that all the way forward. And that is all my lipsticks. So that is a lot of lipsticks gone. So I'm going to go clean this off and then we'll go on to the next drawer. So in here I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes and eyeshadow singles. So where to start? Let's start with these palettes. Okay, so I've got 3 palettes here. All 3 are quite new. Out of all of them, I'm actually going to give this one away. Just because it's not very pigmented, I don't like it, and my friends will get more use out of it than I will. So I'm going to give that to them. These 2 on the other hand, I'm going to keep. I love them both. I use them quite often. So yeah. These 2 NYX eyeshadows I'm going to give away. This Makeup Store and this Napoleon I'm going to give away. I just don't seem to reach for them. These 3 Bobbi Brown eyeshadows I'm going to keep. This MAC Duo I am actually going to give to two friends because they will probably use it a lot more than I would, and I don't know, I just don't seem to reach for it. Now I've got Ship Oh, okay, so I've got 3 Too Faced palettes out of all of them. I'm going to give the Bon Bons palette away because I don't reach for it, and I've barely ever used it. I just don't like it that much. Like, the colours, like they're hearts, and I don't know, it's just weird. I've used it in a tutorial. I liked it. It had a little bit too much fallout for me, but yeah, I'm going to give that to a friend because they'll like it. And I'm going to keep the other 2 Too Faced palettes, so that will be good. And then I've got 3 Urban Decay palettes. I'm going to keep the original and the second one and the third one. And the Smokies, I am going to give that one away. I just don't seem to reach for the Smokies palette like I would the other ones. So yeah. Okay, so here I've got a NYX single eyeshadow. The rest here are single eyeshadows here. I'm going to keep this. I love it for highlighting, so it's really good. And then this one is a NARS Galapagos eyeshadow. I like this one too, so I'm going to keep that one too. Then I've got an Urban Decay eyeshadow. I'm going to keep that one also. So I am keeping all of the Colourpop, Australis and Stila eyeshadows. I'm just going to take those out because I think this would just, it looks a whole heap nicer. Okay, in this drawer I have all of my blushes, highlighters and bronzers. So let's dig straight in. Let's start with this area here. So I do keep single ones down the front here. The Balm Bahama Mama, I'm gonna give that one away. It doesn't suit my skin tone. Then I've got this NYX Taupe blush, which I dug my finger in, so that was lovely. Well, that's quite brand new, so I'm going to keep that. Then I've got the Benefit Hoola. I'm going to keep that one. This is a Maybelline Fit Me Stick Foundation, which I have in like a contour shade, so I'm going to keep that. That's for cream contouring. I've got my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. I'm going to keep that. My Makeup Forever, I'm going to keep that. Tarte NARS, I'm going to keep. The MAC one, I'm not going to keep. Was a limited edition and I don't tend to wear it anymore. Like, I used to wear it all the time, but now I just don't. Models Prefer, I'm going to chuck that because it's too orange for me, so I don't like it. Same with the L'Oreal. And then at the back here, it's the only thing at the back, and this is the Essence Sun Club bronzer. I am going to keep that, but I'm going to put it at the back here. And then I've got blushes here. These are 4 Milani blushes. I'm going to give them all away. Then I've got 3 Makeup Geek blushes. I'm going to give them all away. Okay, and then onto this one. This is highlighters, and I've got 2 blushes at the front here. So we'll start with at the front. Becca blush, I'm going to keep that. This is a little sample of Deep Throat blush by NARS. I'm going to give that to a friend because I've never actually used it. Okay, and then I've got Bobbi Brown beige shimmer brick. I'm going to keep that. But and then I've got the bronze one also. And the bronze one is just, I didn't ever want the bronze one. I wanted the beige and they just gave me the bronze. And not without me knowing. So I'm going to give that to a friend, see if they want it. But I'm going to keep all these Hourglass powders. Going to keep my Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC. It's only a couple years old, so it's not that old. I'm going to keep Soft and Gentle. I'm going to keep Moonstone by Becca. The Balm's Mary Luminizer I'm going to keep also. Becca Champagne Pop, like, I don't want to keep it, but because Jaclyn Hill made it, I might use it on clients if I ever get any more clients. So I'm going to just keep that at the back here. Global Glow, I'm going to give that away. Hourglass Strobe Lighting I'm going to keep because it's brand new. And then the NYX Radiant Finishing Powder. I'm going to keep that also. I'm going to keep all those. Okay, then on to the blushes. Now this one is basically full of MAC blushes and Too Faced blushes. So I'm keeping all my Too Faced blushes because I love them. Now onto the MAC blushes. I'm keeping Melba. Going to keep Stay Pretty. I'm going to keep Pinch Me. Going to keep Mocha. Going to keep Desert Rose. Going to keep Peaches. Don't know about Fleur Power. Going to keep Warm Soul because it's really good. I'm going to give Modern Mandarin away. It's too orange for me. Don't know about Spring Sheen. Going to what's left here. I'm going to keep Peachy Keen. And I'm going to give Tenderly and Gingerly away. I'm going to give both these two. So Fleur Power and Spring Sheen away. Then I've got an Hourglass blush. I'm going to keep that. My two Benefit ones I'm going to keep. NARS Madly I'm keeping. I'm going to keep this one, which is Torrent. Orgasm I'm keeping. I'm going to keep Sin because I might use it one day. I'm going to keep Amore because I love it. I'm going to give this one, which is Mad Hatter or something. I don't know what it is. I'm going to give that one away. I'm going to keep Outlaw because I've used it once and I actually liked it. And then I'm also going to keep Dolce Vita. I'm going to keep all my Tarte blushes and my Milani blush. I'm going to keep my Revlon because I have to keep a Revlon blush for work. But I'm going to throw out my Models Prefer ones and my L'Oreal ones. Actually, I'm going to keep Des to Date by Models Prefer. But the other two I'm going to give away. And that is that one. So that's that drawer. Okay, so this next little part is all going to be a voiceover because I didn't know that my microphone wasn't plugged in. So we're going into this contouring palette drawer. This palette here I'm going to keep because I've used it so much. This one on the other hand I've used not that much and I only used the banana shade, so I'm tossing that. These Hourglass palettes I'm keeping. This Bobbi Brown palette I'm keeping also. It's a blush palette. The Kat Von D Shade and Light palette I am keeping. And the MAC palette at the bottom I'm also keeping because it's a MAC palette. The Cream Contour palette from Australis I am keeping. And just put it underneath there. The Revlon palette I'm going to keep because I need it for work. And then this other palette I am also keeping. And this Makeup Forever Flash palette I'm keeping. I haven't really used it, but I might need it one day. These eyelash thingy thing, whatever it is, I'm going to toss because I've had it for a long time and they said it would only really last for 3 years. And I don't use it anymore. It's just worthless to me at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to toss that. Keep the Smashbox palette. Keeping the Bare Minerals powder, and I'm going to toss both of these Urban Decay palettes. I actually end up keeping one of them. Now onto the Benefit liquid things. I'm going to keep all of them just because I might find use for them. Now onto the next drawer. And this is all of my eye products, eyeliners, lip liners, mascaras, brow products. Okay, I've got a eyelash curler here. I'm not sure if I want to toss it yet. Yeah, I do decide to toss it. And then this puff thing I'm going to put in my freelance makeup kit. Now onto primers. I'm going to keep all of my Too Faced Shadow Insurance and glitter primer things. I'm going to keep the Essence primer. This is the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. It's like dried up already, so I'm going to toss that because I have a backup in my bottom drawer. This Makeup Geek pigment I'm going to keep, as well as all of my MAC pigments and glitters. And then this Revlon eyeshadow I am keeping because you always need an eyeshadow, but I'm going to put it up in the top drawer. And then this MAC eyeshadow palette I'm also keeping, and I'm going to put that up in my palette drawer also. And now this is a brown MAC paint pot. I'm going to keep that, and I'm actually going to toss this shimmery one because I have the Makeup Forever one, which I'm going to keep. And then this NARS eye paint I'm going to toss because it's gone a bit dry and just it's not working anymore. And then this MAC fluid line I'm going to toss too because that's a bit old as well. This pencil sharpener I'm keeping, and the tweezers I'm also keeping, and another sharpener. Now onto the mascara and eyeliner section. I'm going to keep my Benefit They're Real mascara and my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I'm going to throw away the Revlon mascara. I don't give mascaras away, I just toss them. I don't like the Revlon ones, I'm going to toss that. Now these are eyeliners. Now I have a Crown eyeliner, I have a MAC eyeliner, and a Models Prefer. I'm going to toss the brown brushes one because I don't like it, but I'm going to keep the other two. And then this is a purple eyeliner from MAC I'm going to toss. I'm going to keep this Inglot powder set because it's for my eyebrows. And this is the Bottom Lash Mascara by Clinique, which I love, so I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep the white eyeliner from NYX, but I'm going to toss the white eyeliner from Crown Brushes. And I'm going to keep the Urban Decay brown eyeliner. I'm going to keep the Benefit They're Real eyeliner because I've never actually used it before. And then I'm going to toss both of these liquid eyeliners because I don't use them and they're probably dried up by now. I'm going to toss both of these coloured mascaras by MAC just because they're old and I haven't really used them that much. And then these coloured eyeliners I am also tossing because I don't use them. Okay, so now I'm just going to put the eyeliners back and the mascaras back. And now onto the brow products. I'm going to keep my Chi Chi Brow Pomade and my Inglot single eyeshadow for my brows, and my Benefit Gimme Brow. And then I'm keeping the Essence Brow, Make Me Brow, and the NYX Dual End Brow Pencil. And I'm going to toss the Ardell Brow Powder because I don't use it. I'm going to keep the tweezers but put them with the other tweezers. Okay, next I have an Essence Brow Gel which I'm going to toss because it's old. And I'm going to keep all of the other brow products in here, like the NYX Tame Me Brow, my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, my Chi Chi Brow Pencils, and my MAC gels because I've never used them before. And now onto my lip liners. I'm going to go through all of these. I'm going to toss all of the Crown Brushes lip liners. Okay, and then I'm also going to toss one of my MAC ones, which I don't really use. It's one of those twist up ones. And I'm also going to toss the Maybelline one, but I'm going to keep all of the other ones because I do use them sometimes. I'm going to keep all my Models Prefer lip liners also, just there's one nude and one red. And then there's a lip primer at the bottom of this section which I'm going to throw out because I don't use it and one of my friends might find better use out of it. Now on to the next drawer. This is my foundation, primer and concealer and powder drawer. Okay, so I'm going to start with my concealer. The first one here is Maybelline Fit Me, which I'm going to throw away because it's old. And then I've got my NARS. Which I'm going to keep. My Napoleon, which I'm keeping. Basically, I'm going to be keeping all of those concealers in there, including the Urban Decay Naked Skin. Just because I like to use all of my concealers there because I love them all. That's a new primer, which I haven't used yet. And then I'm going to keep both of my transparent powders because I love them both and I use them both. This is my Face of Australia translucent powder, which I'm going to keep. And then this is the Australis Ready Set Go transparent powder, which I'm going to throw away. This is my Laura Mercier foundation, which I'm going to actually keep. Haven't used it a lot, but I'll find a use for it. My MAC Prep and Prime powder thing I'm going to keep because I've never used it. And then my two MAC coloured powders I'm going to keep because I use them both. And the Makeup Forever transparent powder I'm going to keep too, because now onto the illuminators, which you can't actually see in this, but I have a NARS one and a NYX one. I'm going to keep the NARS but throw away the NYX. Now onto primers. Now I'm going to get rid of this Australis primer. I'm going to keep this Revlon eye primer, and I'm going to keep this Benefit primer, this L'Oreal primer at the back, and the Makeup Forever primer at the back, and the MAC primer and Stila and Revlon, and then I'm also keeping the Nivea and the Benefit That's Gal highlighting primer, and the new NYX primer. I'm going to toss these two MAC foundations because they're quite old and have gone out of colour. I'm going to toss this NYX Pore Filler Primer because I don't like it and it doesn't do its job anymore. And I'm going to toss this Chanel Vitalumi Aqua Foundation because it's old and I have a backup of it, so I'm going to start using that one. I'm going to keep my MAC foundations, my Too Faced, my Makeup Forever, my NARS Sheer Glow, my Sheer Matte, but I'm going to toss the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I'm going to keep my YSL foundation and my Revlon foundation, my L'Oreal foundation, and my Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Foundation. Now onto my other palette drawer. Firstly, I've got a pack of glitters here, which I'm going to keep because I love them. And this is my other Stila eyeshadow palette, which I'm going to keep because I like that one. And then I've got this Sleek palette, which I'm going to give away because I don't seem to gravitate towards it, and it's very bright and very colourful, and someone else will get more use out of it. Now onto the L'Oreal palettes. I'm going to give them both away because I just don't like them, and I have very high standards with eyeshadows. Now for my Makeup Geek eyeshadows, I'm going to keep them both. I love my Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I'm going to give my Sigma palette away because I've had it for so long, and I don't know, someone else will get more use out of it than I can. Now I'm going to keep both of these two palettes because I like them both. Now for my Chi Chi palettes, I'm only going to keep one of these, which is the Bronzes palette, because I can use that a lot more than I can the other three. And now for my Urban Decay Naked Basics palettes, I'm going to keep them both because they're both really good for travel and I love them. Okay, the first one is this Too Faced Matte Eyes palette, which I'm going to give away, but I'm going to keep the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette because I use it a lot more. Now to these limited edition Too Faced palettes, I'm going to keep them both, and then I'm going to throw away the BH Cosmetics palette. And just put these all away. By the way, I'm keeping all my MAC eyeshadows in case I didn't say that before. Now onto this fill-over drawer of all this extra stuff. Now to go through all these lipsticks and lip glosses. Now these are full MAC lip glosses, which I'm going to give all four of them away. This Lime Crime liquid lipstick I'm going to give away. All of these Rimmel lipsticks, I'm going to just go through them and see which ones I like. And I'm only going to keep number 8 because it's the only one that I seem to use. I'm going to just clean this up a little bit. Now onto the Australis Velour lips. I'm going to give that one away, and my Napoleon lipstick because I don't use them, and these mini ones I'm going to also give away because I don't use them. Now for this NYX one, this little NYX black lipstick I'm going to keep because I might use it. Now for the Bite lipstick I'm going to keep because I will probably get some use out of it. And then now I'm just going through my Lime Crime lipsticks just to see which ones I would keep. Different colours, like colours that you can't usually find with normal lipsticks, like a bright purple, different sort of nudes, some bright pinks and stuff like that. So I'll just fast this part forward. Now I'm just going through the back part. These are all just leftover things and like storage containers, and these are the little packs of samples of the Urban Decay primers for your eyes. I'm only going to keep the one that I haven't opened. And then these are brand new products which I'm going to give away, because what's the point in keeping them if I don't need them and I don't use them? So this is a brand new packet of this palette here. So I'm going to keep this palette, and seeing as the only thing I actually do use in this palette is this banana powder, and I've already got that, so I'm going to give this to a friend. This foundation, I already have one, and when I finish that I'm going to not repurchase it, so I purchased this prematurely because it's too pink for me and I didn't really realise. So I'm going to give this to a friend. I'm going to keep all those. Concealers I'm going to keep. What else? This I'm going to put up in the top part. These two mascaras. I don't like the Jordana and I don't like this Revlon mascara, so I'm going to give those both away. I'm going to move this up to the top so I can actually use it. Okay, so that's everything in that drawer. So I'm going to show you guys everything that I'm putting back up into my storage, and then everything I am giving away and everything I am chucking. So let's get onto it. So these are the things that I am putting back into my storage. These are the things that I am chucking because they're either, really dry, they're all out of date basically. Okay, and before my battery goes, this is everything that I am giving away. Everything here. So if I go back, it is basically the whole desk. So that is a hell of a lot. So if you guys want to see a updated makeup collection, then let me know in the comments below and I'll do one for you. But okay, so that is the end of my makeup decluttering video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel because it means so much to me when you guys do. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys.